You crazy kids, and happy Monday. It is August 20th, 2018. The dog days of summer are here. You're watching the Daily Mix TV by hillSTORY Marketing. Hi, my name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I hope you cats had a great weekend. Yesterday, Kylie, my wife, and I, we had taken a truck and gone all over Manhattan to empty out our donation drop boxes at various PepsiCo locations throughout the city for the charity that Kylie and I co-founded called Rock and Rawhide. Rock and Rawhide's mission is to help increase the level of adoptions of dogs and cats in shelters. To learn more, go to rockandrawhide.org. We dropped off all of the donations at New York City's Animal Care Centers of New York, as well as Bite-A-Wee. And I got to tell you, there are a lot of our forever friends who are wagging their tails today. So on to today's news. There should be a support group for Netflix binge watchers. I should know, I'm one of them. But over the weekend, my fellow binge addicts went sideways on the streaming platform after word had leaked that Netflix was potentially going to start putting advertising between episodes of shows like Orange is the New Black and Game of Thrones. Well, relax, folks, they're not actually ads. Netflix says it's simply testing out video promotions and that they can be skipped at any time. So the promos are full-screen videos personalized to the user, featuring content Netflix would have otherwise suggested elsewhere in the user interface. So as an example, I'll use myself. When you log in, there's a row of recommendations for Sean Patrick as an example. That's where they're pulling this content from. So the promos also displace the preview information for the next episode being binged, like the title, description, and the thumbnail that previously appeared on the right side of the screen. So fear not, my fellow binge watchers. Feel free to binge on. Now, I love situations like this. It goes to show you that companies like Netflix are looking for more ways to monetize the platform without screwing over their customers. Now, if they were ads, then yes, I can guarantee you they would have a revolt on their hands. But this is simply a different way of promoting shows, some of which Netflix gets paid to distribute. So they've been able to find that balance in increasing revenue, okay, and monetizing the content they have, but not screwing over their customers. So they're doing it in a very unintrusive way in terms of these promotions because it's in between episodes and you can, in fact, skip it over. So relax, my friends, and continue to binge on. In its continued effort to offer healthy alternatives to its products, as well as promoting a more environmentally friendly agenda, PepsiCo has announced it's acquiring SodaStream in a deal worth $3.2 billion in cash. The sale is expected to close by January of 2019. Now, Israeli drinks company SodaStream has certainly grown up from its early days as Soda Club, pivoting their strategy and positioning from being a soda alternative to a sparkling water company focused on more natural flavors, essences, and so on. So SodaStream just posted its most successful quarter ever. And the reality is they claim that they are the number one sparkling water or sparkling soda provider in the world. Now that may actually be true. I'm a customer of theirs. I have been since the old Soda Club days. They had that disastrous failure in terms of a platform they were trying to do with a couple of other soda companies. Or last year we had the failure out of Keurig when they tried to do Keurig Cold with Coca-Cola. So it makes sense that Pepsi would jump all over this. But once the deal is completed, SodaStream will in fact remain independent to beverage and food giant PepsiCo. So they'll be able to offer certain things on their platform. They have stated they will not feature Pepsi's products on SodaStream, meaning you won't see bottles of Pepsi syrup anytime soon for SodaStream. But for PepsiCo, this does give them increased distribution. It gives them a lot more footprint in places like Bed Bath & Beyond, Williams-Sonoma, Sur La Table, where SodaStream is currently distributed. Moes Southwest Grill is diving into a whole new game. The Atlanta-based company announced it will launch 3 new salsa products at grocery stores nationwide. Quote, "At Moes Southwest Grill, our culinary team takes our salsas very seriously. In our restaurants, we offer different seasonal flavors, some made with the world's hottest peppers like Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper. Naturally, the next step was to bring our delicious salsas to grocery stores so our fans can enjoy Moes salsas anywhere at any time, said Bruce Schroeder, president of Moes Southwest Grill. So, inspired by Southwestern flavors and salsa, each of the 3 new products is made with seasonal peppers. So you've got mild salsa, which contains smoky ancho and dark chili flavors, medium salsa, which is made with cayenne pepper, and hot salsa, which has habanero flavor. So each of the salsas are available for purchase at retailers like Publix, Price Chopper, and so on, all across the country. All 3 products are certified gluten-free and carry a suggested retail of $3.99. So launching into another channel of distribution like this for a fast casual brand can be very, very lucrative. Think about it. Not only can you leverage your retail locations, or your restaurants, really, to promote the product, it expands your sphere of influence into grocery stores, ultimately into your refrigerator. So TGI Fridays, has incredibly successful packaged goods business in the frozen section of grocery and convenience stores. So for Moes, who are well known for their salsas, this is a great way to grow their business and cater to the needs of their customers by providing the foods they love for their consumption at home. Now, it looks like Crazy Rich Asians got crazy rich at the box office this weekend, pulling in an estimated $25.2 million during its opening. The Warner Brothers film, starring Constance Wu and Henry Golding, is the first rom-com, or romantic comedy, in 3 years to take the top spot. It's also the first major Hollywood film since The Joy Luck Club 25 years ago to feature an all-Asian cast. Adapted from Kevin Kwan's bestseller, Crazy Rich Asians tells the story of an Asian American woman who gets a culture shock meeting her boyfriend's ultra-wealthy family in Singapore.
Right, we've been dating for over a year now, and I think it's about time people met my beautiful girlfriend. What about us taking an adventure east?
Like Queens?
Singapore, Colin's wedding. Don't you want to meet my family?
I hardly know anything about them. Every time I bring them up, Nick changes the subject. Maybe his parents are poor and he has to send them money.
We'll take a bags and get you checked into first class.
Nick, we can't afford this. So your family is rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
I want money.
1.2 million.
That's what I want.
The Nick you're dating is Nick Young?
Yeah, you guys know them or something?
Hells yeah. They're just the biggest developers in all of Singapore.
That's what I
Damn, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor. These people aren't just rich. They're crazy rich.
Oh, you really should have told me that you're like the Prince William of Asia.
That's ridiculous. Much more of a Harry. Mom, this is Rachel Chu.
She just thinks you're some, like, unrefined banana.
No. Those are a few fingers.
Yellow on the outside or white on the inside.
I chose to raise a family. For me, it was a privilege. But for you, you may think it's old-fashioned.
Don't you want Nick to be happy?
I know you're not what Nick needs.
She's like trying to play a game of chicken with me, thinking I'm gonna swerve like a chicken.
But you can't swerve. You gonna roll up and be like,
Bok bok, bitch.
okay, maybe like not as aggressive.
I met a girl, I fell in love, and I want to marry her.
You're Nicholas Young. You're untouchable. But Rachel's not.
Have you prepped Rachel to face the wolves?
You know I'm back, like I never left.
I really admire you. It takes guts coming all the way over here, facing Nick's family.
Another day, another breath.
I know this much. You will never be enough.
Yo, it's about time someone stood up to Auntie Eleanor. Well, you, not me. Oh, God. She can't know I was ever here.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this.
Ever since I can remember, my family has been my whole life. Rachel!
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
You nasty. You kind of nasty. You got nastier.
Glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again.
From the trailer, this film just looks hilarious. The total cost was $30 million to make, and so far since last Wednesday night, the movie actually hit theaters, has brought in a total of about $34 million. It gets released internationally in the weeks to come. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of hillSTORY Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. Have a great rest of your Monday, folks. We'll catch you tomorrow.